we are, there we go, I can see myself big. So we're going to go back to the first ever one that we did today. So I can't remember how many weeks ago that was now, but quite a few, and just see how you find it, see if you're a bit more familiar with the exercises and if you find them perhaps a little bit easier to do now that your brain's a little bit more into that balance mode. Okay, so just make sure you've got something to hold on to. So whether you've got a chair or work surface or wall, whatever suits you to hold on to. Okay, so we'll get going with our mobility and then we'll move into the balance exercises. Okay, so let's start with our head. So you're going to bring your chin, it's going to drop into a half circle over to your other shoulder. So just bringing your chin in a bottom half of a circle to go from side to side. Trying to really look over your shoulder and then bring your chin to your chest and then look over the other shoulder. Good, one more of those. Okay, then looking straight ahead. Now we're going to do the top half of the circle. So start at one side, bring your chin all the way up to the ceiling and then over to the other side and then back again. Keep it steady, really lift that chin. Couple more. And the last one. Lovely. Okay, let's go for arm swings. So taking your hands up in front of you and then slowly down, back as far as you can get them and then back up again. Keep them steady. We'll just go from forward to back for these ones. So again, we're trying to open out your chest. Two more swings. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's go for our torso rotations. So hands together, keep those hips still, twisting from side to side. Move steadily through the movements, but keep yourself moving. Good, one more twist. And then back to the front. Okay, let's go for, we're just gonna go for knee lifts today. So you're gonna lift your knee up, squeeze it as high as you can, and then down. If you want to hold on, absolutely fine. Okay, so bring it up as high as you can, and then down. So we're not looking for speed with this one. Swap to the other side. So you do one leg, then you lift the other. So up as high as you can, really squeeze, take your time, and then down again. Then change back, up, and down. So it's like your knee raises, but this time you're going steady, just trying to lift your leg as much as you can. Go for one more on each side. Try and look straight ahead whilst you do these. Don't collapse through the middle as you lift. Good, okay, then we're gonna do the opposite way. So you're going to bend your knee as much as you can, pause, and then slowly down. Then to the other leg, bend, squeeze, and then relax down. So we're trying to get that knee bent as much as you can. Really squeeze. Good, let's do one more each side. Lovely stuff. Okay, ankle rolls. Let's do it slightly different this week. Let's just go for pointed toe. So point your toe as much as you can, hold it there, and now bend your toe, sorry, your foot up as much as you can and just hold it. Then point again, point your foot as much as you can, and bend. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to tilt your foot. So imagine your foot is a windscreen wiper. So you're going to keep your legs still and you're going to bring your toes over to the side. So you're keeping the sole of your foot flat and you're just curving your foot. So if this is my foot, I'm just doing this, okay? Then you're going to slowly take it to the other side. Then back again, just moving your ankle and back again. Okay, changing legs, take it out in front, point your toe as much as you can. And now bend your foot, bend your ankle up. And now point your toe again and bend. And let's go for that foot movement. So foot flat, just slide your toes so they're pointing across your body and then slowly slide them out to the other way. Then back in again and then back out. Very good. Okay, now we're all nice and loose. Let's go for the balance. So we started with our single leg stand. I use should be old hats at this now. It's very common in all my classes for balance because you can't really get better than balance for single leg stand. So I'm going to start my timer. So we are going to do 30 seconds on each leg for today. All right. Again, keep thinking to yourself, you want to be improving your balance each time, which means you've got to keep making it so that it's challenging you. So if the first week you held on with two hands, if you're still holding on with two hands, think about, am I still comfortable? Can I stay there forever? Or do I have a bit of a wobble when I hold on with two hands? So looking today to really reduce how much you're holding on within your safe limits. All right, so let's go for this single leg stand. Choose which other foot you want to start with. Slide the other one back. Make sure your body weight is on your standing leg. And then let's go and lift that foot off the floor. Let's go for that stand. So now you should be on one foot only, holding on as much as you need to, but making sure it is challenging you. 30 seconds for this. Five seconds to go. Keep the balance. Lovely, drop your foot. And let's change to the other one. So again, foot flat, slide that leg back, shift that body weight onto your standing leg, and then off you go, lift your back foot. See how little you can hold on and still keep your balance. Halfway through. Five seconds to go. Lovely. Okay, relax from that one. Good. So now hopefully our brains are thinking about balance. So the next one on our list is our heel toe stand. So this is standing one foot directly in front of the other. Hopefully, I'm not sure if you guys can see my feet from there. Hopefully you can. So let's challenge yourself slightly more today. Let's try and get your toes and your heels to touch. Okay, so rather than having a gap, slide them so you are standing directly one behind the other on a invisible straight line. So don't mind which foot you have in front. We will swap over the leading leg. So get yourself into position, one foot behind the other, directly behind, toe and heel touching. Now shift your body weight so that you have even pressure going through both feet. And then we'll hold for 30 seconds. Off we go. Ten seconds to go. Again, if you're holding on, just reduce your grip as much as you can. Good, and relax back after that one. Give your feet a little bit of a shake, and then we will swap the leading leg. So changing over position. I've got a bit of uneven floor underneath me, doesn't really help. Okay, so one foot's directly in front of the other, heel, toe touching, looking straight ahead. So for this one, really focus on your upper body, looking straight ahead, trying to tuck your hips underneath you, and looking ahead. Off we go. Make sure you've got even pressure through both feet. Don't forget to breathe. Last few seconds. And relax. Very good. Okay. Oh, yes, this one. Grapevine steps. So this one takes a little bit of coordination. So remember, your feet are going to start close together. One foot is going to come up and over the front of the other one so that your feet end up directly next to each other. And then you take your back foot and you stand normally. Okay, so watch again as I go the other way. So your leg comes over and across your other foot. Then you unravel your legs to stand straight. Okay, you have two choices. The hardest version is getting your feet directly side by side with a small gap, but that, as what I mean is they're on the same level. Okay, if that's too difficult, you can have your foot slightly in front. Okay, so that what you'll actually do is you'll end up inching your way forward as you zigzag up. Okay, so those are your two options. Take it slow. All right, if you need something next to you just to prop up, that's fine. If you want to do this against a wall, then that's brilliant. Okay, just take your time. So we're going to do this for a minute. So the idea is you can then move in your own pace, going side to side. Okay, so a minute has started. Off we go. So crossing that foot over, then shift your body weight and step so you unravel your legs. Then you go back again. Jono and I are going to cross ties in a minute. Okay, so you just find yourself just moving side to side as you go backwards and forwards in each direction. Experiment with how close you can get your feet. Okay, but make sure you do it steadily and carefully. I've had no reports of any injuries from these classes and I want to keep it that way. You've got 15 seconds left to go. Keep going with those crosses. Last few seconds. And finish there. Well done. So again, that one's then testing our sideways movements and, you know, getting your feet in a bit of a tangle, which is a position that we don't like to be in. We want to have a wide base for our feet. That makes us more balanced. Okay. So next one is our heel toe walking. So this is similar to your stand, okay, where you have one foot in front of the other, but you're going to do it on a tightrope. So it's almost like tightrope walking, okay? So again, think about the path that you're going to take wherever you are. Make sure you've got something to hold on to the whole time if you need it. So moving against a wall is quite good because you can slide your hand along as you go. Take your steps slowly. If you can get your heel and your toes to meet, then brilliant. If not, have a small gap between them, okay? I'll start the timer for a minute and we'll just work our way forwards and back. Even if you can only take a couple of steps wherever you are, that's fine. Just make sure you get that forward walking motion. No backwards walking yet, okay? So off we go. Placing that foot in front, roll onto your front foot, peel your back foot off, and then place it back down. And again, roll onto that front foot, roll off the back foot, and then carry on. Okay. With your body, try and keep yourself up and looking forward. It's really tempting to look at the floor, but what I'd like you to try doing is just feel for your feet. Okay, so you can keep looking up and ahead to the direction that you're going in. All right, take your time. Trying to look up. Just roll those feet. Hopefully you understand what I mean when I say that. So that the time that you've got where you've got no feet on the ground, there isn't a point. You always have feet on the ground. Good stuff. There's your minute. Well done. Okay. So again, that's another progression just from our standing. Some of you may find you're slightly more balanced with your walking because you get to move and it helps you balance a bit better than just staying stopped still. All right. So next one, you might need your chair to hold on to for this. So we are going for our flamingo swing. So to remind you what this one is, you lift from your hip, bring your knee up to 90 degrees or as close to as you can manage. Then without touching the floor with your hanging leg, you take it through and you flick behind. So it's very similar to knee raise into hamstring curl, okay? What we'll do is we'll do it for a minute and I'd like you to switch legs each time. So you'll do one complete swing with one leg, then quickly change and do another complete swing with the other leg, all right? So 1 minute in total, switching legs each time you do a swing. Off we go. So looking up, lift that knee up to 90 degrees or as near as. Then without touching the floor, take it back behind, flick your heel. Place it back on the floor, lift the other leg up, then take it through and behind, then down again. Same rules apply in terms of holding on. See what you can do and how little you need your support. We are halfway through. Go slow with these movements. I want you to have control with these. Switching legs each time. 10 seconds left. Last swing. And then down. Very good. So that again mimics the warm-up quite a lot and hopefully gets your hip, the muscles down the front of your thighs working, but it is really good to get that movement because your leg's trying to shift you off balance while you keep upright. Okay, next one. We have our chair leg tap. So if you've got a chair, brilliant. If you're just using a wall, that's fine. You can just tap the bottom of the wall. The idea is that we're going to tap 30 seconds with one foot. So your leg will come forward. You'll tap whatever you've got in front of you, just low down. Doesn't have to be high up, okay? Then bring your foot back together, but try not to touch the floor. Then take it forward and tap. Hopefully that makes sense. So you tap, then you bring it in, but you don't touch the floor. Then you go back, you tap, then you bring it in. The idea is actually what you're doing is a 30-second single leg stand, but you're focusing on moving the other leg, all right? So don't mind which leg you start with, but stay on the same leg for 30 seconds. Holding on, as always, is optional. Use it if you need it, okay? So picking that foot up, have a look where it's going to tap. And once you've found where it's going to tap, try and keep your head and your eyes up. Off we go. So we should be balancing on one foot only as our other foot comes forward, taps the chair or the wall, and then comes back underneath us, hovering, okay? Once you've found the wall and the chair, try and look up. 5 seconds left on this leg. Good stuff. Okay, relax. Give your legs a shake. They can get quite tight. They've got to, they do have to work hard with these. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So same thing. Once you've reached what you're tapping, try and look up and keep your gaze ahead. Off we go. Keep it steady. You don't need to kick a hole in your wall or your chair. It's just a very light tap, hovering your tapping leg. Ten seconds remaining. Try and keep your body up, chest looking straight ahead of you. Last couple of seconds and relax. Very good. Okay, let's go for, let's do, so we've got our single leg foot semi-circles, okay? So this one, again, hovering on one foot, the other one will come out in front of you, and it's going to swing behind you, okay? Then it's going to swing round in front, and then round to the back. Now, if you've got, if you're with socks and carpet, this should be nice and easy. If you're outside like us or you've got shoes on, then you obviously can't put much weight on that sliding foot, but that doesn't matter because actually that makes it harder because you have to balance all your weight on your standing leg, all right? So getting yourself into position, choose which leg is staying on the floor, bring the other leg out in front of you so just your toes are pointing, and then off we go with the swings. So again, have the chair or the wall, whatever you're holding on to, just to one side if you need to grab it. Sticking with one leg for this. So a bit like ballet, I guess. I've never done ballet in my life, but I can imagine this is some of the things you would do. So sliding that leg round to the back. Last couple of seconds. Good stuff, well done. Okay, again, just shake your legs out. I can feel that my standing leg is getting quite tight because it's having to support me whilst my other leg moves. So that's completely normal. So now we're going to change to the other side. So standing on that other leg, take those toes in front, bring your body up, look straight ahead, holding on if you need to, and off we go with that second side slides. Going slow and steady. Just go for whatever range of motion you can manage. Some of you might not like the feeling of your leg behind you, so that's fine. Just take it out as far back as you feel comfortable. Again, there's no one here to criticize what you're doing, so just do your best. The main aim is that you're standing on one leg whilst the other leg is moving. Lovely stuff. There's your 30 seconds. Well done. All right then. Let's go for, I think we will, just looking at time, we've got time for this one. So we're going to do our toe walk. So you're going to come up on the balls of your feet, having your heels off the floor, and you're going to take a stroll, okay? You can choose to go in a straight line, particularly if you want something to hold on to, or if you're happy that you don't need anything to hold on to, then you can take a stroll around wherever you may be. Just be careful of where you're going, all right? So 1 minute of toe walking. So in your position, have your feet fairly close together, looking up and ahead of you, come up onto the balls of your feet, and off you go with your walks. So walking, try and keep your heels off the floor as much as you can, okay? You've got the imaginary pair of heels on your feet, which I know Peter's really enjoying. So just winding your way around, wherever you may be, up on the balls of your feet. Really try not to let your heels touch the floor the whole time. See if you can do a minute without your heels going down. But of course, if you need to, just drop your heels, take a pause, and then go back up and carry on. Really, really good for your calf strength, this one. will get your ankles a lot more supported by doing this exercise. Last 5 seconds. Very good. Okay, relax your feet and come back to the center. We are ready for our stretches. Very good. Okay then, just because we've worked our calves, we will start with our calf stretch. So one foot comes in front, take a good step behind, keep your back leg straight and gently lean forward. If you need to increase the stretch, just have your feet slightly further apart. And then just relax. Drop those shoulders down and breathe. Feeling the stretch in the back of your calf. Okay, slowly ease out of that one and then change legs. So step with the other one behind, push your heel into the floor, gently lean forward, roll those shoulders down, grow tall through your body and relax. Hold that position, breathe. And back out of that. Okay, let's go for our hamstring stretch. So leg comes out in front, keep that one straight, bend the other knee, both hips go behind you and your hands go on your bent leg. Again, you can experiment, drop your foot down so it's flat to the floor, see how that feels, then try bringing your toes up and see how that feels. There's no right or wrong way, it's whatever suits you best. Good, ease up out of that, and then let's change legs. Leg out straight, bend the other knee, hips back, hands on your knee. Again, change that foot position, see how it feels. You could keep it moving if you like, no necessary to stay still, or you can hold one position, whatever suits you. Okay, slowly out of that. And let's go for our quad stretch, the one that I think a lot of people don't like. So taking that leg behind, grab hold of your foot and hold. Ideally trying to get your hips pushed forward as much as you can. Tuck your tailbone underneath you, look straight ahead. But do what you can with this one. I do appreciate it is not easy for everyone to get into this position. Lovely, change over. As always, you can go back and do one of the other leg stretches if this one's too difficult, or just have a breather for a few seconds. Lovely. Okay, let's go for our side reach. So you need your feet slightly wide. Okay, let's use our right hand first, mainly for Jono and I benefit so we don't crash. Okay, so your right arm is going to come out in front of you. Soften your knees. Then with your right hand, you're going to reach over across your body to the left. Okay, stretch as far as you can in that position, then come back up to the center. Then soften the knees again. Your hips are going to push to the right as you lean over to the left with your hand. Okay, back to the center. Let's go for one more. So hips push over to the right, hand comes over to the left, stretch as far as you can, and then back to the middle. Let's go for the other arm. Take your left arm out in front of you, hips going over to the left as your hand comes across, reaching to the right, back to the center, going again, hips to the left, left hand over to the right, and back. One more, make sure you've got nice soft knees, hips to the left, left hand over to the right, and back in. Very good. Okay, let's combine our last one. I'm just aware of the time. So your hands are going to come in front like this, okay? We're going to combine the chest opener and the shoulder press. So open your arms out, push those shoulder blades back, then push your hands up into the air. Then back down, then close your hands together. Let's go again. So open out your hands and your elbows, push them back, but don't arch your spine. Then hands come up over your head, stretch up, and then back down and close your arms. Let's go for 2 more. Open out, push up, stretch up, back down and close. Then again, open your arms, squeeze your elbows back, push your hands up over your head, back down, close your hands, and give yourselves a round of applause. Well done, everybody.